Hi there, my name is Bowie. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm a qualified personal trainer. Today I'm going to be walking you through a 30-minute low intensity interval training session. It's going to have 3 7-minute rounds. You can work through at your own pace, resting as you need, and just taking your time. This video is brought to you by This Girl Can Victoria and Proud to Play. I'd like to acknowledge the original custodians of the land on which this video is being recorded and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. So we're going to kick things off with a nice warm up, getting all of our joints moving. We're going to start at our heads, taking our ear and tilting it down towards our shoulder and then swapping sides. Nice and slow, keeping our shoulders down away from our ears. So just having your arms nice and heavy at your sides. Just getting to wherever it is that you can get to. There's no particular point. Wherever you are at is absolutely perfect. That's the way. We'll do one more each side. And that's it. Coming back to that starting point, we're going to take our chin, we're going to point it towards the roof. Then we're going to look down, and as we look down, we're going to tuck it towards our collarbones. Nice and slow. Again, wherever it is that you're getting to here is absolutely perfect. Being nice and slow with our movements. Our necks do not like moving quickly, so we want to be nice and gentle. And one more up and one more down. So coming back to our starting point, we're going to look to our right and to our left now, just bringing our chin as close to our collarbones as we can. Doesn't matter where that is for you. Just doing your best to not force anything, turning your head to wherever it's going to get to. That's it. We do one more each side. Amazing. Coming back to our starting point, we're going to move on to some shoulder circles. So we're going to shrug our shoulders backwards. Feel good about raising your elbows up a little bit there if you like. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. That's it. And we're going to circle forwards. Exactly the same thing, bringing those elbows out as wide as you feel good about. Shrugging those shoulders up as high as what is comfortable for you. That's it. Just taking your time. Nice. Moving down our arms now, we're going to come to our hands. We're going to circle our palms towards us. Nice and slow, keeping your elbows tucked in here. Sometimes they like to get involved in the action, but they are not wrists, so we need to keep them busy by touching our sides. And we're going to reverse it, and we're going to go back the other way now. You might notice you get some clicks and pops. That's totally okay. Wrists can be a bit noisy sometimes. As long as there is no pain, we're all sweet. That's it. Shaking that out, we're going to bring our hands to our hips. We're going to give our hands a job here. We're going to bring your feet to somewhere around hip width apart, whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to press our hips forward, push them out to one side, stick our butts out at the back. It's okay, it feels weird, it's all good. Circling around and back to the front. Nice big circles here. Imagine you're a giant barrel and you have to do a circle around the whole top of the rim. So just taking your time, pushing your hips out in each direction, just as far as what feels good for you. That's it. Coming back to the front, and we're going to reverse that direction now. Just taking your time. Being mindful that sometimes your chest likes to drop down a little bit towards the floor. You don't want that to happen. So what you can do is just be mindful to really focus on where your hips are. That's it. Nice. Moving down now, we're going to come to our knees. You can bring your feet together. They can either be touching or have a little bit of a gap. Hands on tops of the knees. Nice slow circles here. Just dipping your knees forward. Only a gentle push out to the side. Sideways movements aren't big with our knees, so we need to be mindful of that. Just nice gentle circles. And we're going to go back the other way. That's it. Nice. Shake it out now. Here we are, friends. We're going to jump straight into our first round of our interval. 7 minutes. We're going to begin with an incline plank hand extension. And what that means is we're going to brace ourselves against an elevated surface, just slowly raising one hand. It could be a wall, it could be a chair, it could be the front of your couch. That's it. Just for 6 there. Stepping up, coming over. And we're going to do some split squats now. So, one foot is going to step back here. Keep your chest up nice and tall and just dipping that knee down as low as what feels good for you. Wherever that is, it's all good. If you need to be beside a chair or something for a little bit more stability, totally rock that. Anything you need to support you. And let's switch sides. And we're going to go again. 6 on each side here. Taking our time. Again, getting as low as you can get. You do not have to be able to match where I'm at. That's away. It's about 6. Bringing it back to our chair because we are going to do incline push-up. So again, we're going to step our feet back, hands under the shoulders, lowering our chest down, just low as what feels good for you, and then coming back up. It's good to keep your elbows as close to your body as you can here. And nice tight, squeezed, but makes it easier. Yes. Wherever you're at, friends, it's all good. Resting as you need here. We have one more exercise to do in our little sequence before we start again, and it is called a duck under. So you're going to bring your feet just a little bit wider than your shoulders. You're going to shift your weight to one side, and then duck. Imagine there's a tree branch. You've got to get under that. You come back. It's just like this. Big old tree branch. Ducking under it. That's it. 3. That's 4. And keep it going. 5. Just getting as low as what feels good for you here. Definitely do not have to match as low as I'm going. So feel good about wherever it is that you're at. We'll do one more each side. That's it. It's one time through. We're going to work again from the top, starting with our incline plank extensions. So setting ourselves up nice and slow, one hand at a time, just raising it up. That's it. If you want this to be a bit more challenging, you can take this to the floor, but wherever you're at, feel good about that. Coming back over to our split squats. We have 6 on each side to do here. Setting ourselves up. Never start if we're unbalanced. So making sure you're nice and stable. Then when you're ready, just dropping that back knee down as low as what feels good for you. Keeping your chest up nice and tall. One more. I'm going to swap sides. And go again. Again. Taking your time, getting to wherever it is that you can get to. You don't even have to do 6. Do as many as you feel good about. It could be 2. That's it, I think that's about 6. Here we go. Incline push-ups. Back to our trusty old chair here. Stepping ourselves back. If you find it was a little bit challenging from the chair, feel good about taking it to a wall even. Bringing your hands up a little bit higher. It does make a difference. I'm going for 6 here. Really working with where you're at. It's 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Finishing off with our duck unders. Yes. Again, setting our feet up just wider than our hips, or really wherever it feels comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be hip width. Hands come in front of the chest. This gives them a job, otherwise they can dangle about a little bit weirdly. Come across to one side, ducking it down, and coming back. That's it. It's like, why is there so many tree branches around? Who knows? We just have to keep ducking under them. That's it. 4, 5, doing well. 6, 7, almost there. 8, don't have to do 10 if you don't want to. 9, 10, that's it. Nice work. Remembering at any point here, you want to take a breather, you want to have a sip of water, feel good about that. When you're ready, jump back in. We are back to our incline plank extensions. Again, setting yourselves up, raising one hand, then the other. Just getting to whatever height you can get to here. You're feeling good about that. It's gonna be a bit challenging, so take your time. Back to split squats. Yes. Here we go. Setting ourselves up. Again, balance is the most important thing here. We don't move if we don't have balance. Giving our hands a job in front of us. That's it. 2. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. 3. 4. That's 5. That's 6. Switching sides. And going again, making sure we're nice and balanced. 1, 2, 3. That's it. 4. Balance is important. 5. And 6. That's it. Pause if you need. If you find you're getting a little bit unsteady, a little bit tired, have that breather, have that sip of water. We finish off 6 incline push-ups here. That's it. 4, 5, 6. Let's change it up. We have 4 new exercises, starting with a sumo squat. So for this one, we want our feet wider than our shoulders. Hands in front of our chest, always give them some work to do. Makes them feel less weird. And when you're ready, pushing the hips back, bending the knees, a nice wide squat here. Keeping it nice and controlled. Going as low as what feels good for you. Again, you do not have to match where I am at. That is for sure. 5. That's it. 6. Making sure you're pushing your knees out as wide as you can as you do this. 8. 2 more. Last one. 10. Nice. We'll come back over to our trusty bench. This time we're going to do some dips. So we're going to sit just on the edge, the very, very edge of our bench. Hands right under the edges of your hips. You can walk your feet out. Now the closer your feet are to your body, the more comfortable these are. So feel good about just keeping your feet under your knees to start with, and then bending your elbows, lowering yourself down, coming back up. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Straighten your arms as much as you can at the top. That's it. Almost there. That's 8, 9, and 10. Amazing. Sitting back onto the edge of our chair is the most graceful way to get out of a dip. Feel free to come down onto the floor though, if you like. Speaking of floor, we're going to make our way down onto our sides here. You can either prop yourself up on your elbow or feel good about looking like you're just casually reclining at a beach. Whatever feels good for you. We're going to bring our knees as straight out in front and put a 90-degree bend in them. From here, we're just going to raise the knee up and lower it back down. Raising it up and lowering it back down. This hand here, you can just rest that on the floor for a nice little bit of extra stability there. And feel good about leaning a little bit of weight into that if you like. Just nice and slow, raising that knee. One more, and then we're going to swap sides. Nice. Sitting yourself up, spinning around, coming back over, exactly the same thing on the opposite side here again. Feel good about finding that position that works for you here. So if you feel you need to bring your feet a little further back, a little further forward, really work with where you're at. And doesn't matter how high you can raise this knee. Wherever you're getting to, it's 100% perfect. Nice and slow. That's it. It's taking your time. Amazing. Finishing off, we're going to come onto our fronts here. We're going to have our hands under our shoulders. We're going to step back onto our toes. And we're just going to bring one knee up, step it back. Opposite side, up and step it back. So 3, 4, nice and slow. Your knee gets to wherever it gets to for you, and that is okay. That's it. Keep it steady. You can increase the speed here if you like, as fast as you like. That's it. Coming back down. Whew. Doing well. Remember, having a break, having a drink, anytime it feels good for you. We're going to start from the top again with our sumo squats. So feet somewhere around shoulder width. Hands in front of the chest. Set ourselves up when you're ready. Bending the knees, pushing them out nice and wide, coming down just as low as what feels good for you. 3, that's it. 4, we're going for 10. Keep it nice and slow, nice and controlled. 5, 6, 7, 8, that's it, 2 more, you got this. 9 and 10, nice. Shaking it out. We'll come on over to our trusty seat for some dips. Bringing our hands to under our hips, sitting right on the very edge of our seat, our feet are under our knees, shifting our hips off the front, lowering yourself down and up, nice and slow, nice and controlled. That's it. Keeping your arms nice and close to your body, straightening them as much as you can at the top. Let's do 2 more. That's it, standing back. Nice. Finishing off there, we're going to change it up one last time. We have 4 new exercises, starting with a get back up. So from where you were standing, hopping down onto the floor, however feels good for you. Laying down, hopping back up, however feels good for you. And again, coming back down. That's it. Stepping back up. 1 more. Nice. We have incline chest taps. Now we're back to our trusty chair. Stepping back into position. We're going to take one hand, bring it up, tap the front of our shoulder, and swap sides. 4 and 6. Amazing. Stepping up out of that, we have Russian twist. So we're going to come down to the floor. Sitting up nice and tall, legs Just reach out in front of us till every point feels good. We're going to lean back until you feel your stomach tighten. Take your hands, reaching across, turning the hips, tap the floor, swapping sides. 3, 4, it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice work. Finishing off, back to our feet. We have a squat hold. I know what you're thinking, but it's okay. Hold as long or as little as you feel good about here. Setting ourselves up. Feet around hip width, toes slightly outwards. Imagine you're sitting down in that invisible chair. So yes, this is the best chair ever right now. Breathing through. That's it. Nice, slowly coming out of that. Feel good about giving your legs a little bit of a shake there if you like. We are back to the start. We're going to begin again with our get back up. So, making your way down to lying flat on the floor. Hopping up, however feels good for you. Using as many points of contact as you like. Laying down nice and flat. Standing back up. One more. Nice. Whew. Incline chest taps. So we're going to make our way over to our chair. Again, just coming to the edge. Setting ourselves up. Hands under shoulders. Feet at whatever width feels comfortable for you. Lifting one hand up. And there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stepping out of that. Russian twists, friends. Back down to the floor. Remember, resting as you need. You do not have to be working consistently all the way through this. Grab a drink, have a breather, jump back in when you feel good. I'm going to go twisting at the hips here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Amazing. Popping back up. We have our squat hold. Bringing your feet somewhere around hip width, toes slightly outwards, hands in front of the chest. When you're ready, sitting back down, reaching those hips back. Breathing through. You don't want to hold your breath here, so if you can, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. That's it. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Oh, standing up, giving those legs a shake. Nice. Getting ourselves ready for our get back ups. So making your way down to the floor. However feels good. Standing back up. Yes. One of the best things we can do. Hopping down on the ground and standing back up. Takes much more work than you would think. One more time, that's it. Moving in the ways that feel good for you, however that is. There is no right or wrong way to do this. There is just your way. We have incline chest taps. Making our way back over to our trusty stool. Setting ourselves up, hands under the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. And we're coming back down. Russian twists. Yes. Our legs are reached out in front of us, heels resting on the floor, leaning back till we feel our stomachs tighten. And we're going to turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 10. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes. Making your way up for our squat hold. It always comes around so fast, that's okay. Setting our feet up, just wider than our hips, toes slightly outwards. When we're ready, sitting back. Remember, getting as low as what feels good for you here. There is no bottom limit here for where you can get to. So really work with where you're at and feel good about that. It's amazing. That's it, we're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, yes. shaking it out. Starting again, get back ups. Here they are, going down, hopping down to the floor. Any way that feels good. Standing back up, that's it. Let's go again. Nice. Last one. I think we're going to finish off here with some chest taps, and we're going to roll 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. There we have it, friends. We're going to come down to the floor now. We're going to take a moment. We're going to cool down. If you like, start bringing yourself down just onto your back, knees bent, feet on the floor. I'm just going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Slowing that heart rate down. That's it. One more breath in and out. Amazing. I'm going to roll over onto our sides. You can prop your head up with your hand here. You're going to take one foot, you're going to bring it back into your hand. You're going to bring that heel towards your butt and just hold. Don't forget to breathe here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice. Done a lot of work with our legs today. They deserve a nice stretch. Swapping sides. Doing exactly the same thing on that opposite side. You might find one side is tighter than the other. That is okay. These little interesting things happen. Our bodies like to move in different ways on different sides, and there is nothing wrong with that. Holding and breathing. That's it. Nice. Letting that leg go. Spinning back around. We're going to bring our legs straight out in front. Sitting up nice and tall, breathing in, and as you breathe out, reaching down towards your toes, getting to wherever it is you can get to. Your legs don't have to be close together here either. Just feel good about that. Holding at whatever point you can get to, and just gently tilting to one side, tilting to the other. That's it. Walking yourself back up. Sitting up nice and tall. Nice breath in and out, and we're going to go one more time. Breathing out, reaching down. Getting to wherever it is you can get to. Doesn't matter where that is. You don't have to touch your feet. You don't have to even be able to touch your mid-shins. It could just be holding your knees. That is okay. You certainly do not have to match anywhere that I am. Working with where you're at is perfect. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. When you're ready, walking back up. We're going to finish off on our stomachs. Lower ourselves down, hands come to under the fronts of our shoulders. Really slowly straighten our arms to wherever it is you can get to, coming back down. Now again. That's it. One more. That's it. Making your way to sitting. Having a drink, having a breather. Well done, friend. Thanks for joining in today.